YouTube should be my full-time income. Long-form creators have a higher chance of getting monetized. At the time when I was about to start my YouTube channel, start with what you have, and that is the fastest way to get your 4,000 watch hours on YouTube.
Hey guys, welcome back. In our previous video, you guys requested that I make more interview like the last one I did because you enjoyed it so much. So today I'm here again to bring another wonderful interview. Our guest today is no other person than Prince. So Prince is someone that is very known in getting 4,000 watch hours. If you need 4,000 watch hours, Prince can help you achieve that within a short period of time. So today Prince is going to tell us about his journey, how he started, and everything about himself. So Prince, can you tell us about yourself and how you started your journey here on YouTube?
My name is Prince Asiamiah, and I'm a content creator on YouTube. Yeah, I mostly focus on YouTube growth as my main, let me say my main focus, right? Yeah, that is what I do on YouTube. Yeah, I help other small content creators to also grow their YouTube channels. You understand? So basically, this is what I do on YouTube. I started YouTube in 2024, right? That's been a very good journey. What sparked my journey on YouTube? It actually started one day when I was actually watching videos on how to make money online, right? And then I came across a particular video by one content creator in Ghana here. He's called Jeremiah Ejabeng. So I watched the video and it was like, if you want to make money online, you can go into content creation, you can go into blogging, you understand, and you can go into website design. You get me? So at that point, I joined his class and I decided to learn the blogging and the website designing, right? So I was doing blogging and website designing, but you know, there was a time when Google was scaling small websites, right? There's something called Google Core Updates. It's just like YouTube. You see, we have the YouTube algorithm. Sometimes your views can go very low. Yeah, same as blogging. Okay, so blogging is simply writing articles on Google for people to read, right? So I was having a website, the algorithm changed, and I was no more getting impressions on my website. Okay, so I got discouraged, and I was like, okay, let me stop this and then do something different. So that was when I remembered he said you can also make money with content creation. Okay, and I was like, okay, then why don't I try YouTube? And then I decided to try YouTube. Okay, and at the time when I was about to start my YouTube channel, Facebook brought monetization to Nigeria and Ghana, and then I decided to publish my first video on that particular topic. That's about Facebook monetization, and that was it. You understand? So that is how I started my YouTube channel, and that is what sparked me to start my YouTube channel. You understand? And of course, I also started because I wanted money. You understand? Yeah, you can't take that one out.
So what are some of the biggest challenges you faced as a creator in your early days?
One of the biggest challenges I faced during my time when I started my YouTube channel, I would say it's low views. You get me? Yeah, it's very discouraging. There were sometimes I used to post, and 48 hours before I'll get just 2 views, sometimes 1 view. So I would say that was the challenge I was having. Okay, but still at the back of my mind, I knew that that is how the YouTube algorithm is, because I had before starting I had watched videos about how YouTube works. Okay, so I wasn't really worried. However, it was a challenge because I am human.
Do you currently do YouTube full time or just as a side stuff for now?
Actually, I don't do YouTube full time. I do YouTube as a side hustle. Okay, yes. So I've not gotten to the level yet where I do it full time. I do it as a side hustle. Yeah, I can actually do it full time, but I am not doing it full time now. I'm doing it as a side hustle.
What will you say is the fastest way to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube currently?
The fastest way to get 1,000 subscribers currently is to copy on YouTube. Okay, copying strategically, right? Now I this is what I do, and this is what I did. Mostly, I go to channels that are in my niche, right? I'll go to their popular videos and then look at what made them go viral, right? And then I try to replicate that particular video, and most of the times it really works for me. And once you do that, automatically you are going to get views. And the more views you get, automatically you get the subscribers. You understand? Now remember that it's subscribers that brings in, you know, it's views that brings in subscribers. So once you get the views, you are going to get your subscribers. Okay, there are lots of ways of getting subscribers, but this one is one thing that I would say really stands out to me.
Can you tell us the different ways you currently earn from YouTube?
Have different means of earning on YouTube. Okay, so the first one is the YouTube AdSense revenue. Okay, yeah, so your YouTube AdSense revenue is, what YouTube itself pays me as a content creator who has been monetized, right? So I make money from there, and I also make money from affiliate marketing, and then I also make money from sponsorship, and then I also make money from courses, and then I also make money from services. Okay, yeah, so I have 4,000 watch hour course, I have 4,000 watch hour service, you understand? So I make money from these particular sources. So that's good, and I recommend that every content creator should do that as well.
Do you currently work alone, or you have like a team that helps you out with most of your work?
I don't work with a team. Actually, I work alone. Currently, I work alone, right? Now, working with a team comes with a lot of cost. You understand? So you need to be financially stable, right? Yeah. But currently, I work alone. But hopefully, I wish to work with a team when there is a need.
So this is an interesting question. Which creators do you think have a high chance of getting monetized faster? Is it the long form creators or the short form content creators?
Now, about short form creators and long form creators, I think long form creators have a higher chance of getting monetized faster because I am a long form content creator. That is where my specialization is, and I feel that if you make a very long video, like let's say 20 minutes and above, and you are able to get about 10k views on these particular videos, you will quickly get your 4,000 watch hours. But for the YouTube short, you need to get 10 million views. Fine, for the YouTube shorts too, it is easy to get the 10 million views if you go super viral. But for me, I prefer long form videos, and I think that one it's easy to get monetized there faster.
How do you handle criticism? Because sometimes you might just post a video and not everyone will agree with that video. People might drop hate comments. So how do you handle those type of comments? Do you respond back? Do you ignore? Or what other ways do you handle such a comment?
How I handle criticism is part of YouTube, right? Yes, I remember when I started my YouTube channel, I was getting a lot of comments that you, this small boy, you don't have subscribers, but you are teaching us how to get subscribers, and it was quite discouraging. You understand? Yeah, so you receive the criticisms, but you need to have some composure. Okay. And also, if someone drops a negative comment I don't like, what I do is I'll just block you, right, from my YouTube channel. So you see my videos, all right, you watch my videos, all right, you comment, all right, but no one is going to see. Myself, I'm not going to see it. My viewers are not going to see. You are the only one who is going to see. So I'll just block you straight away.
Do you think YouTube is skill or luck? Do you think someone can just come to YouTube and just blow up overnight without actually knowing what they are doing, without having no idea of what they are doing on the YouTube platform?
YouTube is a skill and it has some luck. Okay, YouTube is a skill and it has some luck. So I'll say YouTube is 70% skill and then 30% luck. Okay, the skill is that, so for instance, one example of the skill is you've seen a video going viral, you replicate the video on your channel and you go viral. That is the skill, you understand? And this is where the luck comes in. um you are two friends, right? You all have seen a video going viral. You all replicated the same video, and then one person, you know, went viral, and then the other person did not go viral. Meanwhile, you did the same thing. Yes, so that is where both of you have the skill. You understand, but one person got the luck. So the skill is always have the upper hand. You understand, but there is luck also. I won't say there's no luck. There is luck as well.
So, how do you come up with your ideas for your content? What is your creative process like?
Sometimes getting ideas to create content is difficult. Okay, so one thing I mostly do is that I watch a lot of videos. Okay, especially when I started, I watch a lot of videos. So I watch other people's videos, and then I get, ideas from there. Okay, and now there's even a feature on the YouTube. When you're watching a YouTube video, um, if you go to the description, you're going to see summarize, right? So you click on summarize, and it will actually summarize the whole video for you. You understand? So I think this is also a good way to get ideas, and I use vidIQ as well to also get idea. vidIQ is a tool where you go in there and know what people are looking for. Yeah, so that is how I am able to get my video ideas on YouTube.
Can you tell us what your editing process is like? How do you edit your videos from start to finish? And what software do you use in editing your videos?
Yeah, so editing is one of the difficult aspects of content creation. I don't really spend much time on editing. However, I'll say editing is difficult, okay? But I don't spend much time because I don't make complex editing. My editing style is very minimal, right? Minimalistic style of editing. So I don't really do any flashy editing. So I'm able to finish faster. So I'll say it takes me about 2 hours to edit my videos, about 2 hours. But editing is very difficult and boring as well for me.
Well, how do you balance your YouTube channel with other responsibilities?
About handling my YouTube channel with other responsibilities, so I go to work from morning, 8 to 5 p.m, right? So when I come, that is when I make my videos. You understand? I find my video ideas, and then create my video. So it's not easy managing work plus content creation, but yes, once you are determined, you can do it. Okay, so after work, I just come to my desk, I sit here, and I do what I have to do. Yeah.
What is the most rewarding part of being a YouTuber and why?
Now, the most rewarding part of being a YouTuber is that YouTube is actually good, okay, but the most rewarding part is when you don't only rely on AdSense money, but you rely on other sources such as your services, your courses, your affiliate marketing, and other things. Yeah, once you do these things, you see YouTube very rewarding. You understand? At least it can feed you. You'll be rest assured that the next day you are going to get some food to eat. You understand? However, if you rely only on AdSense and your views are very low, you might not see it rewarding. But if your views are good, you might also see it rewarding. Okay, and also when you're working outside, a lot of people be calling you YouTuber because they have seen you online and you are doing very well. So that one is also fun and very interesting, and I feel very happy about it. Anytime I'm outside, people will you just call me and be waving me, Prince, I know you, I've seen you here. Yeah, so very rewarding, and yeah, I'm very happy to experience that.
This is a very interesting one. Would you recommend someone posting long form videos and also short form videos on the same channel?
Now, my advice on posting long form video and short form video is that it's not good. You understand? If you are starting. However, after you've gained some audience, you can do both. Okay. Now, the algorithm is such that it pushes your video based on what people like. You understand? So, let's say you want to focus on long form videos and you're posting shorts at the same time. Shorts will definitely go viral. And once shorts goes viral, it will overcome the long form videos. You understand? And when your long form videos also go viral, it also overcome the shorts. You understand? So I mostly recommend that when you are starting, you do one, and after you've grown and you have a good audience, you can do both. Okay, but for me, I always prefer you focus on one, which is the long form videos. Okay, but if you are doing short form videos as well, if you are doing short form video, then you can focus on the short form videos. After you've gained your audience, you can add some long form video to it, and vice versa.
This part, everyone wants to know about it. What would you say is the fastest way to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube currently? What is the fastest way someone can achieve 4,000 watch hours within 365 days?
The fastest way to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube currently is just like that of the subscribers looking for viral videos and replicating it. Now, what I mean by replicating it, you try to create same content about it. You can use the same title and then similar thumbnail, and trust me, it will work for you. You understand? That is the fastest way to get your 4,000 watch hours on YouTube. Okay, you should try to post longer videos. Okay, videos that are above 10 minutes, right? If you want to get your 4,000 watch hours and posting videos that are 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it will take very long, right? So try at least to make your videos very longer, 10 minutes and above, and you're sure that you are going to get your 4,000 watch hours. Okay, and remember that it's views that bring in the watch hours. Okay, so anything you are going to do to get the views, to do that, make sure your click-through rate is good. You understand? Your title is good, your thumbnail is good, and that is what to make people click on your video, and you can go viral, and then you're going to get the views, and then those views will bring you the watch hours. You get me?
Can you tell us what are your future goals with YouTube? Do you see yourself doing YouTube in 3 years time, in 5 years time? What are your future goals with YouTube? Do you see yourself doing it a long time, like 3 years from now?
Future goals with YouTube is that I'm expecting YouTube to at least be my full-time job. Yes, in some years to come, in 3 years to come, right? I know it is not easy, but I am looking up to that. Yeah, so hopefully YouTube should be my full-time income, because it's very interesting. I love to be in the comfort of my home and then be looking into the camera, making videos, and then making money. You understand? Yeah, it's very easy and interesting than going to work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So yeah, that is what I'm looking up to.
The last and the final question: what advice will you give to a beginner or to someone who is just starting a new YouTube channel right now?
Now, my only advice I'll give to someone who is about to start their YouTube channel or have started their YouTube channel is that don't think about the camera. There are a lot of people who come into my DM that, Prince, I want to start content creation, or I've started content creation, but my camera is not good. I always tell them, forget about the camera. So far as we can hear you, that is okay. Start with the camera you have. Okay, if it is not good, start with that one. You can go back to my old videos. You're going to see that my camera quality was not good, but I was still making the video. Start with that one, and whilst you are getting some money, or whilst you get a better phone, you change it. Okay, however, content creation is a business. Okay, so if you have access to good gadgets, good microphone, and everything, make sure you start with that one. But if you don't have at all, don't set that you are waiting for the next 10 years before you start content creation, or because you don't have camera, microphone, ring light, and a very beautiful room. No, start with what you have, and then you'll be good to go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prince. You really shared a lot of things in this video, and I am super grateful for that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Peace.